everyone, this is Angel from Star Woman Artistry's Tarot and Oracle. We have here 3 piles, so 1, 2, 3. So this is bronzite. Okay, so bronzite is, for me, I always feel it's kind of like a protective type crystal. It's good to have, you know, when you're really, say you're working in a toxic environment, okay, or you're around toxic people, bronzite is the one to wear or carry with you in your pocket because it will deflect any negative energies that are being thrown to you, okay? You can, and it's also just like, it kind of brings like calm, you know, but it also connects you to your higher self. So you really need to be aware of that, right? It heightens other things. So you got to kind of have a balance. Bronzite's always a good one. I like having bronzite around. So this, I think, is all oracle. Looks like all oracle. Okay, oracle. So we have here all in. Okay, all in can mean anything, you know, many things, right? If you've played Texas Hold'em poker, all in, you know, at the end you got it, you know, you want to make the win the whole pot, whatever, you're all in, right? Stakes are running high, all in. But all in could be, my initial feeling was whoever this person is that you're interested in is all in, right? They're into you too. And it's an infinity symbol. So there's like with the 8, I'll see it as like an infinity. It's just like I think whatever emotions or feelings that are jiving for you, they're jiving for them too. Okay, so they're all in. Communication is key, new moon in Gemini. So yeah, we just had a new moon in Leo. So new moon in Gemini is not till May. So I don't think you want to wait that long to ask this person. But communication is key. But there's 2 people here, right? So I feel you may have your backs to each other right now, because I don't know if you can see that picture. They kind of aren't really facing one another. But, you know, like communication is key. Like if you, and with it being blue, it's like a throat chakra thing. But it could be by the next new moon that you're going to get up courage to talk to this person. So within the next month, or maybe they're going to, you know, encourage you to talk to them, you know. Adversity, accept that challenges are the best way to learn. Right? So whatever adversity you're facing, you're taking it as a teaching and learning. So perfectionism, pessimism. Oh wait, let me see. Perfectionism. Permission to make mistakes is so freeing. It's the root of creativity and change. Allow me, divine, to make as many mistakes as I need. Free me from the prison of perfectionism. Okay. As a block to success is perfectionism, right? Is like always having to have the right exact moment, always having to be, you know, oh, that's not the right time. It's not perfect timing yet, you know, like waiting for the right opportune moment, you know, and in that perfectionism, having that need and that drive, that's kind of like a way of control, trying to have this control or trying to be in control of your life, that you kind of let opportunities pass you by because you're very rigid when you're looking for perfection, right? And you have that perfectionism. It's a learned behavior. It's a coping mechanism. It's what the spirits are saying. It's like it's preventing you from moving into that next phase, because you're worried about, you know, maybe I'm not good enough, maybe I'm not going to say the right thing, you know, so you're trying to perfect whatever it is you want to say to this person, right? Or even like preventing your ideas from flowing because you want to have the perfect business plan or the perfect, you know, like home or whatever it is. So you're always chasing that perfection. Field, it's a result of adversity in your life, okay, that having to have this perfectionism. And also, you know, sometimes these ideals we have in our heads, like, oh, this person I want is going to look just like this, going to be just like this, going to act just like this, going to be this kind of person. That prevents you from seeing the rest of the spectrum of the rainbow, right? Like you're only looking at one little small section of the pie, right? And you're missing the whole rest of the pie when you're looking at it like that, right? You know, you're limiting your options when you only want a certain type of person in your life, right? It's just kind of like, wow, you're not seeing the potential in other type of people, right? So that's what I'm getting here. Gratitude. Find just one thing that you feel grateful for right now and let that gratitude pour through your body. It's the healing balm like the warmth of the sun. So have gratitude. Be grateful for all the good things in your life. Every day find one thing to be grateful for. Sometimes it's if all you have to be grateful for is to be awake and have that next breath of life, then be grateful for that. So it's like just to have one thing to be grateful for, and I feel like some people are really grasping at straws right now to have gratitude, to have that gratitude, right? It's just a lot of different things you can be grateful for, right? The smile on your child's face, the warmth of your lover's embrace, all these kind of good things, right? There's a lot of beautiful things in this life, right? So improve visualization of positive outcomes, attract good fortune and good luck, improve financial status, activate your millionaire mind. And then you have here Jade. And so I'm incredibly lucky. I always have plenty of money with plenty to spare. So I also feel like if you are feeling like you have money troubles, sometimes we have this lack mentality when it comes to money. Like, I'm not going to have enough. I never have enough money. I never have money. Like, when you say that, when you keep saying those kind of things, like, oh, I'm never going to get this, I'm never going to get that, that just keeps you in that lack, that state of mind. Like, then you're not going to have that stuff, because the universe is going to give you what you're manifesting, right? And we're in a period of high manifestation right now, now till the end of the year. So like whatever basically you're thinking is going to come into fruition, okay? Especially if you are a master manifestor or starting to really get good at manifesting. But even our thoughts are manifestations, okay? So you're lucky. They're telling you you have luck and you have this manifestation available to you, but you need to change your language on manifestation. So it's like saying, instead of saying, oh, I'm not going to have this, say, thank you, universe, for providing me enough money to have, to pay my rent, to be able to afford my vehicle, to be able to afford my mortgage, to be able to, all these things to keep my business afloat. A lot of people's businesses are shutting down right now, right? So that jade, get jade and carry it, okay, with you. If you, it's always good to have, or any kind of green stone, really. So, I feel like this, your worries about money are actually what's, holding you back a little bit, right? Like you're trying so hard to make ends meet or balance your pentacles or create more pentacles, like once you release that control over that and just let that divine cornucopia flow to you and just let it flow. And like imagine yourself, just even just visualize, okay, like you're standing outside your front door, and just be grateful for everything you have. All right, wherever you are, stand in your apartment, stand wherever you are right now, okay? And just imagine, instead of this, as I said, this white light on top of your head, but as also imagine this cornucopia. And if you don't know, it's this kind of like a horn of plenty. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but it's kind of got this cone shape, and it's got a wide opening, and all this abundance flows out of it, right? And just imagine, hold your arms up and be grateful for all the abundance that's flowing to you, all the pentacles dropping down on you, all those golden pennies, all those, golden coins, the dollar bills, however you want to imagine it, okay? Hundreds, whatever, flowing down on you. Just be grateful. Just say, thank you, universe, for providing the abundance I need, in my life, the prosperity that I have, right? Like that's to have the gratitude as if it's already here. Okay, you may be looking around and thinking, oh yeah, it's not here yet, but imagine that it's already here. So impermanence, life is always changing, and I drift easily through those changes, good and bad. As I drift through hard times, I can take comfort in knowing that I will leave them behind. As I drift from good times, I can take comfort in knowing that more will come my way. Impermanence is an equal opportunity non-entity. So, just having that balance, right? Going through the motions. Keeper of the scales, fairness, balance. When am I talking about balance? And here we are, balance, okay? Yeah. Unraveling codependency. Only I have to feel good about my choices. So we learn that codependency is how to have love, and it's not. Okay, so we have to unlearn that. Okay, and if you are feeling like you tend to be codependent when you're in a relationship, like your whole life stops for that person and you don't make a move unless that person is there with you, then you really need to work on that before you move into another relationship. And if you're in a codependent relationship, you can start like fostering your independence. Your partner ain't gonna like it, especially if they're used to you being at their beck and call. But it's healthier for both of you. Okay, if you talk about that, right? You wanting to go do more things on your own. Manifesting. What are we talking about again? Manifesting is a creative process of aligning with the energy of the universe to co-create an experience that elevates my spirit and the spirit of the world. So manifesting those beautiful, abundant things, right? Awakening, raising the vibration of the earth, your vibration, okay? Hunter, track down your fears and desires. I really get like a, almost like not having fear to deal with your traumas, okay? Like heartbreaks, anything that we're hanging on to, that we're harboring and, like holding on tight to, right? Like, but to be that hunter, to be that warrior, to be that person that's brave enough to go, and track it down and deal with it in a good way and release, whatever is holding you back, right? Because sometimes we need to nurture those children that are, we were when we were young, and we need to, in those teenagers as well, because they've been through traumas as well, right? So just to deal with it in a good way, to like spiritual, ritual kind of stance is what I'm feeling, what I'm seeing, okay? Because hunters would go and, have ritual, give offerings to hunt animals and stuff way back in the day. So Deep Blue Dragon keeps you safe by clearing your pathway. Trust that you are protected. Walk on a path of light. See, you are protected by the universe, okay? You're protected by your spirit guides, by the divine light, by the archangels, your guardian angels. Woo-woo is wonderful. Yeah, woo-woo is wonderful. It is wonderful. Listen to your heart. Woo-woo. So, take woo-woo as whatever you want it to be, okay? But it's wonderful, okay? But I take it as love, not only like love, intimate love, but, love for yourself. Like, just feel good. Like, to me, I felt like it was like celebrating, like a cheer, and just having that higher vibration. And it's wonderful just to feel good about yourself and to be at peace, right? And just like everything is, no matter what dark times, and I really feel there isn't too much, like I think it's kind of like you're coming to the tail end of dealing with things. Like, it's not like you're deep in it, okay? Like, it's like you're just kind of like walking through things that you need to deal with, like that are kind of like stray ends, sewing in the ends, and listen to your heart. Always follow your gut feeling, your intuition, okay? I feel whoever you're interested in wants to kiss you because of these lips. That's the feeling I got, like a kiss. Like, or you want to kiss them, or they want to kiss you, something like that. But, you like, notice how there's this green prosperity around. Once you start feeling and raising your vibration higher, and 44, your guardian angels are always around you. And number one, you're number one. Oh, you're always number one for yourself. Always put yourself first as number one. And then it'll give you peace. Someone's going to knock on your heart there, going to open that heart up, okay? Yeah, it's just like, I really feel like there's just good things coming, like this fairness, this balance. When I look through these pictures, like it's just like whatever adversity you were dealing with, you've dealt with. Like you've been on this path, right? You've gone through all this whole thing, and I feel you're more on the end here, coming out of whatever you were dealing with, all this stuff that was coming at you. Because I feel this is like a road, and you're on this journey where you're up over here coming through all this stuff, right? And you're finding that balance, and you're dealing with old behaviors, codependency, traumas, like it's just and starting to have that attitude of gratitude, and kind of just letting old thought patterns fall away, so that you can raise your vibration up and open yourself up to these new abundant beautiful things that are coming for you, okay? and you're all in for this experience, right? So I'd say by the next new moon, but I do feel there's a communication coming in within the next new moon from this person of interest, or you're just going to start communicating better about yourself and feeling more confident to communicate with this person you're interested in, or just communicate with people in general, you know, and just raising that vibration up and just letting people know how much you care about them, that you care enough for yourself to make these positive changes for yourself, you know, all that kind of stuff. And this impermanence, you know, that these hard times never ever stay, that there's always going to be a sunny day coming the next, you know, that tomorrow's a new day, it's a brand new day. Okay, so it's just like never like hanging on to things. All right. And I do feel you're either a light worker, starseed, indigo child, something like that. Okay. Practice your manifestations. New moons is always a good time to do it, but you can manifest at any time. All right. And just working on your abundance, I really feel that it's about your working on your pentacles and things like that. Okay. So that's it for number 1. Okay, number 2. So we got here, this is rose quartz. So the rose quartz is the love stone. Okay, it's all about love. This is just a raw piece that I got, but it's always good to have this. Like, you can have this around, or you could have like a little, you can get the tumbled stuff, and you know, I always say keep it in your pocket, have a pocket of love, right? They always say too, like, if you want to manifest the person that you want in your life, like if you're single, you know, and you want to manifest a partner, is to write a list. You know, you have your little list here, you know, you do your, like, I want, you know, them to be like you know, you could have like, I want them to be humorous, or, you know, tall, or money, or whatever, you know, like it's just how do you say, like, all the attributes of the person, write them down that you want. Okay, them to be spiritual, all those good positive things, right? And you just kind of, you put it, you know, you fold it however, you know, and you can get a little bag like this, you know, like this, and then put it in there with the stone, and you keep it in your pillow, keep it by your pillow, or you tie it. You know, I've also told people to take a tack and put it by their bed, you know, tack it to the wall where they, right beside their head where they're sleeping, right? And, or you put it in your pillow, you can tie it to your bedpost, whatever you want to do. And then you just sleep with it, you know, you can smudge it, whatever you need to do. And, you know, or you can revisit it every new moon and say, oh, maybe what I wanted this month is going to change, and I want something different, and reevaluate your list, right? So just different things like that. Like, people like different things in a person, right? Different qualities. So maybe they want someone who's going to cuddle, you know, who likes to cuddle or cook or whatever, you know, all those good stuff. This is number 2. So we have here X-ray vision. I feel not much gets past you. You're very observant. Okay, you're very observant. You do not let very many things get past you. Okay, you see a lot of things. You could even just get a lot of visions. It's like you're a seer. You see spirit. You can see, like, even premonitions. You probably get dreams of stuff like that. Okay, those kind of things. You can see it in your mind's eye, something that's going to happen. But X-ray vision, not much gets past you at all. Okay. Emotions are running high. Supermoon. So you might be just being in an emotional state lately, you know, and that's okay. We all go through that. And then service. I feel good when I can help others. So you are someone who likes to, a healer is what I feel. Because having that service and helping others, that's, I always feel, is kind of like healer type work. Okay. Hardship. May I embrace what's happening right now, as baffling or painful as it is. Help me, God, to trust where you're guiding me. I am yours. So whatever hardships you're going through, I think they're a test. They're kind of like a final test to see how you're going to handle it. Okay. Contentment. You can learn to rest in what you already have and already are. Suddenly you remember, I'm right here resting in God. So you're content. Even though you're going through some stuff, you're happy. Okay, you're content with where you're at, your life, what your life is. Okay, and I feel like when I said final hardships, I feel it's kind of like you've done a lot of healing in your life. So whatever these last tribulations are, it's because you're moving into another phase of your life. Okay, into some more abundance. So impatience, my life is unfolding in divine timing. All delays are beneficial. I'm always at the right place at the right time. So I think you're starting to accept divine timing, with impatience. And you also have the number 2 here. I just saw that. Let's see. Visualize life purpose, amplify joy and bliss, improve ability to speak up, cultivate ease, process all that is happening around and within. I step forward with joy and enthusiasm. I see my path shining brightly before me. And you got golden topaz. So I think once you start accepting that things will happen in divine timing, that it's all going to happen, with purpose, and when it's meant to, and all that stuff, like you will be more joyful, you will be more happy, you will be more peaceful, because you're not going to be worried about the outcome of things. Okay, you're just going to go with the flow. The River Queen. Flow, letting go, natural movement. Boom. See, what did I just say? Just gonna go with the flow. Exploring unity consciousness. I am one eternal light appearing as all. I am one eternal light appearing as all. So this unity consciousness, I always feel this is kind of like your connection to the divine, and having that, being able to like transcend from your earthly body to one of, raise your vibration up so that you are able to communicate with angels and the spirit world and things like that. So you're able to open yourself up to that, like channeling it in. You probably see a lot of spirit, but to explore that more, if you haven't been able to do that, maybe you do have that ability, but you could have forgot. Sometimes people talk about, I was able to see this when I was a kid, or I was able to do that when I was a kid, but I can't do that anymore, because our adult life, or we get told by people, oh, that's no good, don't do that. I think you're moving beyond that, and I think you my feeling is that you are going to start remembering that you were able to do that, that you had this ability, this consciousness, and I think you've always had it, but you just didn't realize what it was. So wonder. It's a wonderful thing to be in a state of wonder, and when I'm in a good audience to my life becomes better and better theater. When something delightful happens, I can shout encore and be tickled when it happens again. When something maddening happens, I can laugh it off. Either way, I'm glad I got a ticket to the show. You're involved in your life, things happen, but when people try to cause shit and cause drama, you're kind of just stepping away from it and being like, I ain't dealing with your crap. You want to cause drama, go have your drama elsewhere. I'm just going to stand back and watch it all happen, watch it all unfold, because you know that you don't have to, do anything. Like if somebody is, causing problems in the workplace for you, like you just watch it all unfold, and watch them bury themselves, right? Because people tend to do that, right? They cause drama, the drama causers in the workplace, they always tend to have it back. It always comes back to bite them in the ass somehow, right? Because it's like, why are you causing drama anyway, right? Like in the first place. So, those toxic work environments, and even in your own personal life, like your family members and things like that, like, you choose your battles, pick and choose your battles, right? I'm seeing like these people coming in and being like, oh, so-and-so, oh my God, so-and-so, this happened. And you're like, they're all like, all up in arms and, trying to get all upset about it. And meanwhile, you're stepping back and being like, okay, and then they're getting mad at you because you're not reacting to it, right? So you're kind of like taking that route where you're not going to be reactive to other people's stuff, right? You're not going to own other people's crap, right? Feel my way into faith one step at a time. So I think you're on this journey. You're crossing into a whole new phase of life where you're more opening up, you know, with this unity consciousness as well, you know, that you're opening up to more spiritual things, right? Your third eye is becoming more aware and more open, you know, and you're just taking your time. You're not rushing into things. I think you are, you know, a very spiritual person as it is, you know, so whatever, you're not letting people rush you. You're not letting people dictate to you how you should be in your spirituality, okay? Because no one has a right to do that anyway. You know, your own spirituality is your own spirituality. But that's all up to you. That's your choice, whatever gives you peace, whatever you feel drawn to, okay? It's up to you how you live your spiritual life, because it's between you and Creator, okay? You and the divine energy, right? Like when you leave this plane, you're the one who answers for what you do in this life, no one else, okay? Because you're there by yourself, all right? Summer, bask in joy and light. See, have a good time. Have a good time under that full moon. Fire dragon burns up the lower energies around you. You are safe and protected. Be determined and inspired. Clear your soul pathway. See, they're coming, and just like anyone who's negative, they're just like zapping them out away from you. You know, it's like they're protecting you, right? They're giving you this fiery wall of protection, okay, around you, and just like you are protected, the archangels are protecting you. I feel like that's, you know, and they're not letting these lower vibrational energies affect you, because they drain you. You know, like there's those energy vampires people talk about. You know, it's real. People can zap you just like that. If you're an empathic type person and you go into a room and all of a sudden you just feel all your energy sucked away from you, it's because someone's sucking your energy, or the people in there are sucking your energy. You know, like there's also a thing called clairsentience. So, you know, it's people who can feel the energy shift in a workplace, or into a building, into a room. You know, they enter a room and they can feel the change in energy. Okay, it's just how they feel when they walk in there. They know something's different, right? That's clairsentience. Okay, and that's, you know, one of the cognitions, clairaudience, you know, clairvoyance, all that kind of good stuff, right? But I feel that you have these abilities. So when you are around people that are lower vibration, they really suck your energy, okay? And you really have to be mindful of that. You know, if you have medicines to drink, or, you know, to replenish yourself, do those, you know, sea salt baths, you know, in the full moon. Not only in the full moon, you don't always have to have a sea salt, you know, wait for the full moon to have these sea salt baths, because sea salt helps clear out any of those energies. Put a cup of sea salt into your bath water at night if you're feeling low vibration, and, you know, just have a good glass of wine if you want to drink wine, cup of tea, whatever you want to do. Burn some candles, have some crystals around you, play some relaxing music, and just, you know, put a cup of salt in your bath water with your bubbles, and just let the stress, you know, float away. And people can also use Epsom salts. People love Epsom salts, okay? So whatever to help cleanse those energies, you know, smudge, whatever stuff you need to do, okay? Sometimes people use selenite wands. You know, I have this selenite wand here. Sometimes if I'm just want a quick energy cleanse, I will run it down around my body, you know, down the front of my body, my sides, and then my back, you know, around my head, you know, and then that's what I'll use. So it's always good to get a selenite wand and have that in your home. Pray, decide. I think you're going to have a choice soon, and I think it's going to be a choice in lovers is what I feel. So you are going, and so 9, 10, 11s, yeah, so you might have like a higher level soulmates to decide between, or even just making a decision in your life, what, you know, if you want to continue something like career wise or love life or whatever, but you're coming to this cross intersection in your life where you're either going to go one direction or the next, okay? But you are the only one that can make that choice, okay? Whatever I feel one is, there's always, you know, they always say one's positive, one's negative. It's up to you. They could both be positive. You just don't know, right? It could be both positive choices, but you have to make the best choice for you, okay? But I do feel as you see these roads, okay, one choice will take you higher like a higher in your journey in life, okay? And one, it'll just be kind of like this. You'll still be traveling along, you're still going to do learning, but it's not going to take you up to a higher level. So, you know, in terms of your spiritual growth or your divine energy or what, you know, that kind of thing. But the other one, you know, whatever you decide, okay? But that's what my feeling is. One partner is going to be more spiritual than the other, okay? So that's one decision you're going to have to make. And then to pray. And I do feel that you see this angel right here, you know, and praying, you know, and you have the 4 here, so that's always like a guardian angel around. But see, you got your spiritual side here coming out. You know, when you pray, you know, you hold your hands up and you pray to the Creator and asking for that good divine energy, right? But I do feel there's abundance is here for you. You're going to have abundance, you know, coming for you. That you work hard, and your hard work's going to pay off. Okay, by next summer, you know, even by the end of summer, you're going to have a lot of positive energy coming to you. Okay, because we are currently still in summer, and it says summer here. So this abundance you're working on is going to pay off by the change of the season. Okay. So by September 21st. So you're going to you know, I hate being specific with dates, but it says summer, okay? But this could also be next summer. If you're working on a business, you're going to really see it take off over the winter, or, you know, really have your plan going or whatever it is, right? But summer, there's going to be some stuff happening. And if you know, if you are, I feel this choice is also going to come sooner than you think. Yeah, and I think just whatever, you know, you're going through, you're just like letting it go. You're letting stuff go that no longer serves you. You're releasing a lot of resentments and forgiving, but not, you know, forgiving happens in many ways, you know, whether it's through your healing through spirituality or your whatever form it is, like you're letting go of stuff, and you're just starting to really be peaceful and starting to see this beauty within yourself, this beautiful energy, okay? And that impatience, you know, is letting go of that, right? Dealing with emotions, I feel like you have a lot of high emotion. But I also feel when you're working with other people, you really got to be careful for burnout. And this other person that is interested in you are these people. I'm hearing these 2 people are people. You might have multiple options in love, that they watch you. They see you. They see how, whatever you're going through, they see it. Okay. So I think they're waiting for their opportune time, but I think you are not a patient person. Okay, you're not going to just, you know, I think you're more worried about your pentacles, and I think that's what you even though you're going through whatever it is, like you could be having some financial struggles right now, you're still happy. You know, it's not going to last forever. Okay, the supermoon, and you know, with the emotions running high, maybe you haven't really been letting yourself feel things enough, you know, and you are starting to open up now, like your heart chakra is opening up, is what I feel, because I keep looking at my Archangel Raphael statue here, and he's all about the heart chakra. I'm hearing it's all in divine timing. That's what I'm hearing. All in divine timing. Yeah. But I think I feel that once you stop trying to control the divine timing and just going with the flow, letting things roll out as the way they should, these people or person, you know, may make themselves known. Okay, just be happy. Just be happy in your life. Just be happy with what you got. You know, don't worry about love. Don't chase love. Love will come for you. It's coming for you. Like, you don't have to chase it. These people are going to make themselves known. You know, if you're busy and you're in creating pentacles and working and all that, you don't have to worry about finding somebody. They're going to find you. Okay, that's how I feel. That's my feeling on that. Because you have this like super personality. You know, like I'm looking at the super moon, like complex. You know, like very attractive, abundant energy. So you just really are kind of like unique. You're a unique sort of individual, and that's what attracts these people to you, okay? And you don't really, you don't have to really do anything to attract this to you. But I see a lot of abundance. Like, you got so much abundance around you, so much abundance, and you're healing. You're healing past stuff, okay? Like that honeybee, that's all abundance, yeah. You may have a lot more supportive friends than you realize, but I do feel you're kind of a loner sort. But all good things, number 2, all good things. So we have here your carnelian, but number 3. So right side up, and number 1. Conclusions are within reach, full moon eclipse. So I kind of feel like if you felt things have been topsy-turvy in your life, things are correcting themselves. You're coming into, if you really felt things were out of whack, you're coming back into balance, like right side up, everything's righting itself. So conclusions are within reach. So things are changing. Full moon eclipse. I don't know when the next full moon eclipse is, but by the next full moon, or if not the full moon after that. So worry. I'm learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. Yeah, worry is like a very low vibrational thing, energy, okay? Like it zaps us, it steals from us. It's like it's very toxic. It's an energy stealer. Prevents us from moving on. It just keeps us in this state of anxiety, worry. Prevents us from living life and enjoying life. Striving. Eventually the individual, it's the ego, drive to make things happen falls away, replaced with a relaxed, trusting openness to answers as they arise. Thank you, Divine, for letting me move with the flow. So you're moving towards like a more abundance. I feel like you're just striving to do better in your life. And then despair. I need your divine intercession right now, O Great Spirit. Lift this darkness from my soul. Free me from this burden. Open me to your highest plane. May I be a peaceful vessel for your love. So whatever, you got worry and despair. So, and then these conclusions are within reach. So you're striving to have a better outcome. I feel that you are ending a relationship. That's what I feel. And it's, whatever this struggle is, okay, it's coming to an end. All right. And things are going to be corrected in that. Improve timing. Increase the occurrence of synchronistic opportunities. Be inspired with creative ideas. Develop understanding of various cultures and spiritual philosophies. So, explore other belief systems, modalities, okay? That might help you. And then you got, I'm always at the right place at the right time with the right people. Turquoise. And turquoise is a communication stone. It's blue, so it's always about the throat chakra, right? So you're probably able to talk very, very well, but you could also have an energy block, and this is blue energy here as well, okay? But there's it's almost like you're speaking up for yourself. You're taking the time to really just speak what you're feeling. But you've been hiding, they just said. You're speaking about what you've just been hiding. You've been hiding. The Ice Queen. Ideas preserved, non-action, entitlement. So these low vibrational feelings that you've been dealing with have been holding you back. But they're telling you, like, it's time, to make these moves. It's time to unfreeze what's keeping you there, right? Like whatever, you're going to make a wise move because you got an owl there, right? It's almost like you've been doing a lot of sleeping, like you've been feeling depressed and sleeping a lot. I'm willing to see things clearly no matter the outcome, illuminating the truth. So it's time to, like, with this blue energy here, it's time to speak your truth, okay? And when you do that, these things are going to change for you. When you start speaking out about anything that you may have experienced that was traumatic or abusive, okay? Like, you may need to speak about stuff, okay? And manifestation. If you could have anything you wanted, what would it be? Get specific and get greedy. You're holding a magic wand and you can conjure up anything. Could it be that when you declare your wishes out loud, you're actually casting a spell for your dreams to come true? Or is it just that, in a very practical sense, the more people you speak with about your desires, the more folks there are who know what you want and might have the means to help you make them happen? Either way, stop waiting and start manifesting, but don't use that word if you don't want to. Yeah. Manifestation. So you in your sleep, in your dreams, I feel, are manifesting, because she's sleeping here. You're manifesting this good life in your dreams, okay, in the dream time. I release time and let the universe show me what to do. I do not set this up, people. This happens just naturally, okay? I don't look at these cards till I read. Yeah, there, boom. Your dreams. In your dreams, you're being given these messages. You're these manifestations, these ideas, these things that you need to work on. You're being told in your dreams. You probably do some lucid dreaming. You probably have spiritual communications. So if you're lucid dreaming, usually if you're having a spiritual visit from someone, they do not move their mouth. I just heard recently. Okay. But if you're dreaming and it's your ego dreaming, then people's mouths move, okay? But if you're getting a spiritual dream, like someone coming to visit you spiritually, then they do not move their mouths, apparently, okay? You communicate telepathically. Moon, take note of intuitive messages. So you also need to start paying attention to the cycles of the moon and how it affects you through your life, okay? I'm hearing moon goddess. You could, again, gender specific. It's not gender specific. Moon goddess. Learn about the moon goddess, okay? Learn about the cycles of the moon, like how they affect people and how they affect the earth, because we're all affected by the cycles of the moon, okay? Lilac fire dragon transmutes through the power of divine love. Once open to transcendent love and enlightenment, purity of heart brings peace, hope, and joy. Hello. Illuminating the truth. Illumination. It's time to speak your truth. It's time to allow your spiritual side to come forth. You moon goddess, you. Okay? Yeah, you have the power to manifest. You're probably a master manifester. You probably just think something and it happens, okay? And it freaks you out because you're like, oh my God, it just happened. I just thought that and it happened, it's just really trusting your intuition and listening to that and, raising your vibration up from these lower energies and just letting and healing yourself. I think you really need to heal those traumatic things in your life, those heartbreaks, those, like disappointments, those traumas, like childhood stuff, and when you do that, when you start healing that energy in your life, then that's when the outcomes are going to start changing. And that's when you're going to start seeing these beautiful things coming in, and this peace and this joy and all this good stuff that you've been dreaming about is going to start coming in, right? Sound check and sleep on it. Again, sleep on it. You're dreaming. You're totally dreaming. Moon, what was this? Letting the universe show you what to do. She's looking like she's sleeping. You're totally dreaming all this whole beautiful stuff, right? You're probably even the person that you're dreaming of, wanting in your life, if you're a single person, is coming in your dreams. And then sound check. They're telling you to like check yourself, right? But communicating, learning how to express yourself and communicate in a spiritual sense, communicating with the spirits, communing with the spirits, it's having that peace, love, and joy I just heard, and allowing yourself to feel that and to know that you deserve that you are enough. Like my meditation today was about being enough. I am enough, okay? You are enough, my friends. Like you just... You're probably a dreamer, and in the dream time you're getting these messages, and you know, now it's time to put it all into fruition and changing the outcomes of your life, because the outcomes can be changed. They said it right away, right? Conclusions are within reach. And there was another thing about outcomes here. But right side up, things are going to, you know, the more you touch upon that spiritualness and accepting your divine, you know, gifts, like things are going to just get better and better. All right. Going with the flow, moving with the universe, trusting, you know, learning about the moon cycles. Beautiful. It's a beautiful reading. So, but sleep on it. You know, always, like, the other thing I got from this is sleep on it is not making rash decisions. Okay. Like, don't just make, some people just like make a decision and don't think about it until then something blows up in their face, and then they're like, oh, I should have thought that through better. You know, they just react, you know, go and not think about the consequences. And I think part of it is you need to find that balance and think about the consequences. But you also have two options here for love interest. There's two options. Okay, there's a lot of birds around you. You may be very musically inclined as well. Yeah, see, there's three. There could be a third party relationship here. But the angels are guiding you, and they're protecting you in your sleep. They're giving you messages and you're ignoring them, I feel. But you need to start communicating and opening up, okay? That's it for pile 3.